Hi, welcome to Elements in Focus. Today we're going to be talking about withdrawing from your 401k. My name's Aaron Rheaume. I am one of the partners here at FEG, and I have Sam Neff, certified financial planner and the leader of our planning team with me. And we're going to dive right into our 5 critical elements. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is where myself and one of the advisors, or Sam or Grant, one of our advisor team, is walking through our 5 critical element process. And as you can see on the screen, it starts with your life after work and works its way all the way through legacy planning. Those are the 5 focus areas that we talk about as planners here in the offices at FEG. And those are the areas that can be critical and vital to making sure you have a good and proper plan around each and every one of those areas. So, Sam, this is a question that came in, and we just want to kind of be basic and answer, how to withdraw from a 401k. Is it a good thing? Like, what are some of the steps we have to take if we were to want to withdraw from a 401k?
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. And we've been trying to get back to some of the basics. We talk about a lot of in-depth topics in planning. And for a lot of folks that first come to talk to us at FEG, the basic question is, hey, I've been saving my entire career. Predominantly, the largest vehicles that people have done that in is their 401k because we can get the money out of our paycheck, put it away. I don't have to think about the fact that it's leaving our bank account. So we accumulate these assets within the 401k, and then folks get to the point where it's time to distribute it, and what do I do with this money? How do I distribute this money? How much money can I take from this? What kind of strategy can we have? At its most basic level, Aaron, when it comes time to withdraw from a 401k, and our assumption here is that you've gotten to retirement age. So you're
Mm-hmm.
to the point where you're past 59 and a half and you're looking to take some distributions. The 401k, there's going to be some considerations from the taxation of the money that goes into the account. So for a lot of folks, there's been a lot of tax deferral when they put money into this vehicle. So when you are withdrawing money from a 401k, it is not just so simple as I need $1,000 for an expense. We have to consider what the tax is going to be when the money comes out of this. Um, there could be some Roth money in these accounts. You've already paid the tax on this money. Those, it's a little more simple. We can go ahead and we can get that money out and we can do that tax free. For most folks that have to deal with their 401ks, it's going to be dependent upon the plan as to whether or not you can set up an automated distribution. If you have to call in every single time you want to get money out of these accounts, if you want to take lump sums at different times. So for us, we tend to recommend that folks look at going the IRA route with their 401k assets. So what you do is you take the money that's been in your 401k and you put it into an IRA account, and then you can create a distribution strategy with the proper tax withholdings at that point. Really, really recommend, whether it's with us or with another trusted advisor, that you spend some time considering a distribution strategy that makes sense for you. The other reason why that we really recommend looking at the IRA style accounts is for the very reason that I started with. There are different taxable accounts inside of the 401k. So some folks have some Roth money that they've already paid the taxes on, and they have some pre-tax money that they have not paid taxes on. This gives you a really, really good opportunity to create a really good plan. And we talk about this when we get into investment playbook and tax planning in our 5 critical elements of what types of investments should be inside of certain accounts. So typically, when you're withdrawing from an account, you want something that's a little bit less volatile. Because when we put money into these accounts, and for a lot of folks that have been putting money inside of a 401k, they're doing something called dollar cost averaging. They put money in at different market levels, and that is a great benefit to folks to be able to buy at a lower average. The evil stepchild of that, or cousin of that, is called sequence of return risk. And so when folks are starting to remove money from these accounts, we want to make sure that those assets are less volatile. Money that you're not touching, potentially Roth money that you want to grow more tax free, you may want to invest that differently. Inside of a large 401k vehicle, you are going to have just a regular set of investments and bucket of investments that you are going to invest in, and it's going to do that with every single dollar. But utilizing IRA accounts is a great way to be able to diversify that and help set up a custom withdrawal strategy that's easier than having to potentially call into a large 401k provider every single time you need to. So there are a lot of considerations when you're doing this. As always, we recommend that you set up a time and talk to an advisor. We would love to be your fiduciary to help you through this. Aaron, if there's anything that you think I'm missing, I wanted to keep this pretty high level. There are definitely other ways to get into a 401k account, but I want to just make sure that we understand the basics of this and how folks can kind of look at starting to get at the nest egg that they've created to help set them up for a nice life after work.
Yeah, you covered pretty in depth just the basics of how you can withdraw. And as you had mentioned, Sam, this is really designed for someone that is past retirement age or past 59 and a half. Now, if there's a dire need and you have to get access to a 401k, you could potentially take out a loan, but we're not going to get into that today. This is specifically on withdrawing for future distributions and income distribution strategies. So, well said. Definitely makes sense to move those dollars out of a 401k into an IRA. It gives you more flexibility generally. It gives you a better investment universe generally overall, unless you had some sort of self-directed 401k, which many plans are not. So if you are looking for advice, if you have questions, if you want to make sure the allocation that you have inside of your 401k is based in line with your risk tolerance, reach out to us. You can contact us at 800-928-4001. You can scan that QR code on the screen and get in a meeting with one of our advisors. We will give you a complimentary next steps meeting that is 90 minutes where you come in, you sit down with one of the advisors on our team. We review your situation in depth, give you things to think about today, if things to think about in the future, and if you decide to partner with us, a written plan on what FEG will do for you. So thank you so much for watching. If you have questions, send those to talktofeg@yourlifeafterwork.com, and you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much.